Good morning, students. Today we will study about the next topic, that is how to take an user input via keyboard, or the inputs can be taken from other files also. Already existing file may be saved in the same drive where Java is already being stored, or maybe from another drive. If it is from another drive, if the file is in another drive, then the actual path should be given, proper path should be given. Then one by one, we will study how to take an input from already existing file and also from user input keyboard. So far, we have taken our input in method parenthesis or in constructor parenthesis, and directly it has been given within the Java code which has been used in our source code. So far, we haven't given any directly user input. Only one kind of thing we have tried via command line argument. In case of command line argument, what we have given, that all are type of string. This is one disadvantage, cause main method is taking string type object array as a parameter. So what kind of input we are giving, whatever it is, an integer or character or string, whatever, it can be treated as string as it is stored in string type object array. And when it is being stored, then it is a type of string. Then it cannot be, though I have given a 1, then it is a string 1. So it cannot be directly used as an arithmetical, in an arithmetical operation. So this is a disadvantage. So to recover this kind of shortcomings, we have already used wrapper class, where the string integer has string 1, 2, 3 has been parsed to an integer type of data type. Then it has been used to arithmetical operation. So today we will study how to take an input via keyboard as an user input directly, that can be used as an integer, an arithmetical operation, or as a string. That we will take an input during compilation execution. So for this I have to share a screen. So that is this is the scanner class PDF. It will be uploaded in your Canvas platform also. So how to take a scanner class, that will be how to take a input from using scanner class, that will be elaborated today. So first I have to tell that scanner class is already a predefined class, and it has been predefined in java.util package. So far you have used so many predefined classes, string, different type of exception classes, all are defined within our java.lang package, which has not to be imported. Need not to be imported, should be told in this fashion. Need not to be imported, that can be accessed easily. There is an data abstraction I have told previous. When we are going through our passing through our chalk and talk method online interaction, classroom interaction. Scanner class is predefined in java.util package. I have told already that java.lang has not to be imported. Other than this, all can be imported. So of course java.util must be imported. And how to take an input? Just see, we have taken scanner class as an object has been created as SC. Then a new scanner system.in. Scanner classes, this is the constructor. Scanner class is already being predefined in java.util, and then it has been taken as at this fashion. Scanner classes object will be created named as SC using new operator, and it is taking parameter as a system.in. Already you are being familiar with, several times you have written system.out.println. So println is a method to print something in a console. That means console, that means output device, and output device is connected via system.out, out stream. Here also input stream is connected system.in. Via this syntax, we will connect to the keyboard That means what we will write, that will be going to scanner SC object, and directly it will be stored as an integer type of data type variable if it is used in this method, according to this fashion. If this syntax is used, তাহলে next int, মানে what kind of thing we will take int in via user input via keyboard, that means 1 2 3 as a whole number when I will take, then that particular thing will take the value sc.nextInt. sc.nextInt, this is already predefined method in scanner class. Via this nextInt method, it has been called using the object of scanner class, which has already taken the system.in, that is the object, that is a parameter to scanner class, which is typically connected to the input device. To accept an integer type of value from keyboard, the code is integer a should be declared within main or any other method. Then sc.nextInt, it would be the first statement, then sc.nextInt. So in our previous idea, according to see what we have already taken, that we have written in this fashion, printf enter a number. Similarly, we will write scanner sc assignment new scanner system.in. This has been told previously. I have just told that system.in, you are familiar with system.out, that is related to output device. System.in, that is related to input device, taken as a parameter to the scanner classes constructor, so that this object has been created and connected to the input device. Up to that point, it's okay. Now, to accept an integer type of value from the keyboard, this will be a method. So for integer, that is next ante. Similarly, for the float, that is next float, and double, next double, those will be discussed just a few minutes after. Just see, this is the next int sc.nextInt. Here what I will write, likewise see, I will write system.out.println enter a value. Then I will write int a assignment sc.nextInt, which was typical, this has been written first, which was typically same like scanf %d %a. Similarly, int a assignment sc.nextInt, what I have taken via the keyboard or input device, that has been stored using nextInt method to integer type of variable a. So we must be precautious about that. When we are taking our value from keyboard, that should be of integer type, so that via nextInt method it can be stored within int, otherwise not. So if it is for integer, then then for the next, it is the method for different data type. So that is the constructor. You have already studied about scanner class constructor. Now next boolean will take only the type of true or false. When I will write from keyboard, true and false should be written. Other data cannot be converted to boolean, and that not be stored within boolean type of variable. Similarly, all are there. Next byte, next double, next float, next int, next long, next short. All are the primitive data types. Now, among those primitive data types, one is left. Just remember, that is char. Dear student, for character, there is no such method to take a character type of value. That input device or Java compiler will be under ambiguity, will be in ambiguous situation, that if I am giving a single character C, for it, just remember about command line argument. You have given C, but still it has been treated as double quote C, that is a string C. So if I will give a single character, then it has not to be understood by the compiler whether it is a string C or character C. So whatever I will give, that will be treated as string. So there should be another method for taking a string type of input from keyboard, that will be given to the keyboard, given to the source code, and it will be used within source code. But if a character cannot be taken single, I will take a string, then individual character can be fetched from the string. Already you have studied string and string buffer via caret method. Caret method will be over there, index will be given from that particular string, and each and every one by one individual character can be fetched. Up to that point, I think it's clear. Those are the predefined functions to take different primitive data type value within the source code via user input, as user input via keyboard. Boolean for Boolean type of variable, byte for byte type of variable, double and float for floating point type of variable. Int I have already shown, next long, next short. So now I will give an example how to take an input and how they will be just be added. You have studied in C, printf enter two numbers, scanf %d, ampersand a, ampersand b. Added a plus b, the result has been printed. Just see. So it should be imported java.util. Now in util package, so many classes are there, but in my code only scanner class is required. Nothing else, no other classes is required. So that's why I have written java.util.scanner. If all classes present in util is required in my this coding, my written code, then what I have to tell, I have to write java.util.asterisk semicolon. Via asterisk, we will include all the functions within this code. Okay. But I have to use only scanner. So I have written only this dot scanner. That means the scanner class can be included my code, as well as the scanner classes predefined method can be used within this code. I have given the class name as scanner3. Then public static void main string s. Then I have taken three integer type of integer I, j, k. According to our previous idea, we have to create an p object of scanner class, new scanner system.in. This will make a interface between user in keyboard or input unit, input device to the user. This is the main interface. So similarly, I have written system.out.println according to C printf enter the number. Similarly, I have written system.out.print, print or println having same funda. Println going to the next line, ln print, printing in the same line. System.out.println enter the first number. Then I have given p.next int. Suppose I have given 5. Then via this calling method, via calling this next int method, the integer type of variable will be going to ip. Now integer value is 5, byte value is also 5, short value is also 5. According to you will call the function and obviously you will declare the variable. Byte b, byte c, byte ij, then of course it would be. And if it is an integer and you are taking next byte, then obviously it can be stored because the destination is an higher source, destination is the higher memory space than the source. So it can be, but the next cannot be possible, reverse cannot be possible, then typecasting already given a class in our live interaction for when classroom interaction is going on, was going on. So up to that point, this is okay, I think. I will be taken as an integer, next int. What I have given via keyboard, that will be taken via next int method to int I. System.out.print for the second number. Again, it would be taken to the j. So I and j have been taken by me via the keyboard 5 and 7 suppose. Now those are the 5 and 7 value taken within k, 5 plus 7, that is 12 suppose. System.out.println, the sum is plus k. Student, for your better understand, I am making you better understood. I have given also the executing environment picture as a PowerPoint slide. This one. Enter init drive Java folder is there. So assuming that no compilation error is over there, so it has been compiled /Java C scanner 3.java stored, compiled. Then we come to this point, Java scanner 3 interpreter used. Enter the first number 13, enter the second number 52, the sum is 65. Clear? I have given also the screenshot taken from executing environment that it has been executed in this fashion. From command line, the CMD, this output has been given to us. The input has been taken by the user via keyboard. Now, according to this string, I have taken a integer. I have taken. Similarly, we can take byte, float, double, all. Scanner classes object can be created, and after that, that object will be used to call next int, next byte, next long, next short. Understood? Similarly, you can take all other primitive. Now, coming to string input. For string input, there are two methods in scanner class. One is next and another is next line. So first it has come to our knowledge that next has been used. So in C, you have already studied that two kind of methods are there. One is getAs and one is %s for taking user input string. So similarly, the disadvantage and advantages are of next and next line. Similar of getAs and %. When getAs we have used in C, then if the string is more than one word, then it will take only the first word as an input and the rest will be skipped. Because as soon as it will take coming to the first space, it will skip the next onwards. To recover this kind of shortcoming, %s has come. When I will write this in %s within double quotes, then all string started from first to last, all string can be taken as an input, but not in getAs. Similarly, like next int, if I will take it next, then only the first word will be taken as a string if it is more than one word string. Then as soon as it will get a space, it will skip the rest. This shortcoming has been recovered by next line method. All string which I have given, but total string, all words which I have given via keyboard, that will be taken as an input. So again, java.util.scanner, only scanner class has been taken. Class scanner 3. Public static void main string s, string str, of course. This is the variable of string type. Scanner sc, new scanner system.in. Already several times I have told this is the interface for connecting the input device and user. And also this is the println message that enter a string. Now after this I will enter. After that I will write str assignment sc.next. And output will be you have enter plus str. So what happens actually? Here str has been taken sc.next. Within string, my taken user taken input has been stored within this string type of variable str. I have used next. So according to my funda, what I have just told, not my funda, according to this next Java rule, what I have told, if I will write I am an Indian, then after I there will be a space, so it will take only I. So the output is there. Enter a string. I think this is I will demand that this is without compilation error. So Java C scanner 3.java has been compiled. Now come to the interpreter using Java scanner 3. Scanner 3 is having the main class, main function. So scanner enter a string, we enter a string, then space. Then we are giving input, we are Indian. After we, it has come to a space. It has seen that there is a space, rest part will be skipped. You have entered only we. So recovery of this kind of shortcoming, we have to use next int. Next line, sorry. Example of next line. Similarly, string variable has been created. Scanner system in interface, system input device connecting with input device. An object of scanner class is created. Using that object, next line method has been called. The entered string has been taken as an input to str. System.out.println. Next line has been given. So all total string will be given as an input or output, whatever taken as an input. If it is more than one word string, then all word can be taken. Unlike next, only next method. So the example is, again, enter a string, we are Indian. You have entered, we are Indian. So the factor is that I have to tell one thing here. Now there may be such kind of code where string type of variable, integer, another primitive integer type of byte type of variable can be required. Then what to do? Then there is a condition, that is string type of variable obviously created, obviously declared to store the string user input, and obviously an integer type of or byte type of or float type or double type of variable should be declared to store user integer input. And of course there should be another scanner type of object created which will be used for, one will be used for string type, one will be used for integer type. That means in our previous example, we have created one object and that will be used for different integer type of variable. But here we have to create two types of scanner classes object. One will be used to call next line. Then the string will be taken as an input to str. Another, suppose I have created scanner p assignment new scanner system.p. Then p will be used to next int. SC cannot be used for both string and integer. You can also study in your home. You can also write this kind of coding, and when you will execute, then you can understand that it will not come to the next line to take the another user input or integer input. So this is the method. Now I have already told that this can be taken input as from keyboard user input input device, or this can be taken from a file also. How? Now though I am taking from a file, so input output should be taken. Input output java.io should be imported. And though it is related to some file also, so it has been declared at java.io.file class. And I have here java.util.asterisk. All utility packages classes can be accessed within my code. Here maybe also you can give here maybe also used java.io.asterisk. Then not only file, other than file, all classes can be included in this source file. I will take input from file, already existing file. So I have given the class name scanner input from file. The previous example, which was from keyboard. Public static void main string is scanner sc. An object has been, just a reference variable of scanner class has been declared. Not a object is created yet. int c assignment 0, int sum assignment 0. Initially integer type of two variables c and sum is given. That has been 0 0. Initially 0 has been assigned. Now in our exception we have that kind of elaboration I will come later, but I just want to tell a few words. I will elaborate. Just I want to tell ki within try what we have written. Within try we have written exception prone code. That means this kind of code may throw exception. Now SC assignment new scanner. SC has been already declared as a reference variable. Now as an object it has been referenced. SC assignment new scanner. Now this is another scanner type of constructor. There was a scanner type of constructor where system.in were there, and system.in were actually making the connection between user and input device. Here the connection is done to the file and the user. And how it is being created? Scanner is taking an object of file class type. File is a class defined within IO package, input output package. Okay, up to that point it's okay, I think. Up to that point it's okay, I think. Yes, okay. Now coming to that point, scanner class is another constructor. That was a type of constructor. It is another constructor which will take a file type object. To create an object of file type, we have to use a new operator. An object of file class type has been created. And file class constructor is actually taking the file name which is passed as a parameter to file class. Up to that point, okay, I think. What is that? File class is taking the important file from which I will take the input. It has been written within double quotes, the file name as a parameter. Then using new, a file type object has been created. Then the file type object has been passed as a parameter to scanner class constructor. It has been cleared. Now the file name is number.txt. Only I have given number.txt. It's a text file. And here some numbers I have stored already existing file, and I have already previously stored some integer type of variable. So number.txt has been stored in E drive where actually Java has been stored. So directly it has been written as number.txt. If it is stored in another drive, then the proper path should be written within the double quotes. Simple. Here number.txt is in same drive of Java. So it has been given in this fashion. Only the number 9 within double quotes. But if it is in another, then the path. Suppose it is in D drive, and inside the D drive, documents file, then it should be declared as the proper accurate path d:/documents/number.txt. Habe? Okay. But number.txt is in E drive where Java is already being stored. So that's why path has not been given. Directly it will take as it is the same drive. So number.txt is an already existing file where I have given some value, integer type of value. HasNext is a method in file, very much well known. Those who have already studied C, C++, you have studied in C, 5th semester data structure through C. So file, I think you have studied. HasNext is actually finding end of file. That means it will going to up to the last of the element of the file. One by one it will check sc.hasNext. While sc.hasNext, that means if there is a token within number.txt, then it will be true. If there is a value within number.txt file, then it is a true value. And if it is a true value, then it will enter into the while body part. And as soon as it will go to the last token of the file, then ultimately final last statement, after the last statement, it will not find any token, then it will be the false. When it will be the false, that means up to the last point already it has been checked. So when it is true, entered. One by one the values has been checked. Yes, it is a token. C++. Counter is incremented by 1. That means the first token, first value. Now very important part is, here it is shown in this fashion. integer dot %. What I have written here? Integer dot %. sc dot next. I have already told in number.txt file, one by one value has been fetched by sc has next. Okay, sc next, the value has been taken via this method, sc dot next. I have given next. Next is which one? For string, taking input as string. Next and next line. Can you remember? Tell you why the next has been taken. Though it is a number, I have taken integers. I have told that within numbers.txt file, I have given integers. Any other thing can be given. All thing, whatever you are giving, integer, character, string, all will be treated as a string type. Why? A text file. So simple. It's a text file. So all value, whether it is a 32 or 45, it seems like an integer, but it is a string. It is in the text file. So the text via sc.next, the value has been taken as a string. And already in our wrapper class, we have studied about that the string type of thing will be converted to primitive type of integer via % method, which is present in integer wrapper class. Already you have studied. The integer dot %. This string has been parsed as an integer. So we have got an integer. That integer has been added to the sum, initially 0, and again stored within sum. So one by one, the token will come into this part. If it is true, C++, number of value, number of token will be counted. Coming to the next, though the values are seems to be an integer, but still it is in text file, so those are string. Using next, already studied in string class, string input, just you have studied. Using next, sc.next, you have taken that string input, and that string input has been converted via % method, by % method, static method present in integer class. Using this syntax, the string has been converted to primitive integer. Then primitive integer will be added to the primitive sum integer type of variable and again stored within sum. You know this logic very clearly. I think so. Now after while loop, and when the next sc has next, will find the end of file. Find the end of file. That means no other token is there. Coming to that point, false here. System.out.println, the file contains +c numbers. How many numbers are there that will be printed, and what is the sum that will be printed? Now why it is in try? Already I have told that exception prone code will be written in try block. Now I have written the total code within try. Then which kind of exception can be thrown? Previously given lecture as exception class, I have told two type of exception were there, checked and unchecked. Clear? For the unchecked exception, you may provide user-defined exception handler like try, catch, throw, throws. Finally, for checked exception, you have to give user-defined exception handler code. Try, catch, throw, throws, you must use. Already the difference checked and unchecked I have told. If unchecked type of exception can be thrown by the code, then it can be handled by the default handler provided by Java compiler. But if it is a checked type of exception, then it cannot be handled. Then it will be given as a compilation error. In case of unchecked exception, compilation error will not be given, handled by the default handler provided by Java compiler. But in case of checked exception is being thrown, then it cannot be handled by default handler. So exception handling code must be provided. That means the exception prone code must be written within try, and just after the try block, the catch must be given, so that it has been caught by the cat statement. And of course, the exception must be handled. So in case of unchecked exceptions, different kind of example I have given: arithmetic exception, deviation by 0, array index out of bounds exception, number format exception, so many. But one exception, checked for a checked exception, I have given an example: class not found, file not found. At that time I have given, tale file not found checked exception is there. Okay. So when I am giving new file numbers.txt or the path where the in another drive some file are there to take as an input, then it may be quite possible that the file is not present in that particular drive. Then it is an exception. And then and there in this particular line, an exception will be created and thrown. Which kind of exception will be created? File not found exception. And this is a type of checked exception. And I have already told, for creating a checked exception, if a checked exception being thrown, then obviously the code should be written under try block, or obviously you should use user defined exception handler, because it is not a matter of handling by default handler provided by Java compiler. Otherwise it will give a compilation error. So if the numbers.txt file is not present, then file not found exception can be given. As soon as the exception type of file not found is created and thrown, it will be caught by exception E. Though file not found exception is not known to me, then I have used exception. If it is not by the file not, then obviously by the superclass. Exception is the superclass of all. अगर वो नहीं कर सकता तो उसका superclass करेगा. If I am not able to remember the checked exception class name, okay, fine, I have given the superclass name. I have given also. And if I can remember, then I can also write file not found exception E. Still I have given exception. There is no chance for making error. Okay, fine. Now I will give the output. Number.txt, an existing file. The name is there. Numbers in the files are, this has been already stored within my number.txt in same drive, where in E drive, where already my Java has been stored. If it is in another drive, then of course the path should be specified within that. Double. The file contains 12 numbers. 12 numbers. The sum of the numbers is 723. Okay, understood? Thank you. Next session will be notified later.